Tales from the shit. Take 97. Oh, hey Tripod, you here for the story? Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Oh, what? Did I have any nicknames? You mean like in grade school? Oh yeah, they called me terrible stuff. They called me Horse. They called me White Snake. They called me the quiet kid with the massive cock. Shit like that. Yeah, exactly. Kids are merciless. This is called Token Dwarves. The Gilded Dragon Inn was much as anyone would expect. Large, wooden, 3 floors. Inside, it was filled to the brim with all manner of humanoids and various types of dress. That night was a special night, one of merriment and entertainment. Because of this, everyone sipped at some type of intoxicant, and the air was thick with the stifling smoke of halfling weed and gnomish opium. The open drug use surprised no one. It was the atmosphere to be expected, especially for a performance of the world's most dangerous troupe. The most famous dwarf drum chanters of Midworld, 6 months in on their 12-kingdom tour, were about to perform. Needless to say, the village bailiff was wary and had positioned muscle at strategic locations. Then, that magical moment arrived, and it was time for the show. The voices of the crowd dimmed with the lights, and each being waited anxiously in silent anticipation. Somewhere, out in the dark, a rogue passed his pickpocket check. The spot candles mounted to the ceiling flared, then beamed light towards the top of the stage. It was constructed of fine red mahogany, crafted by masters, and extra grainy. An elf lass, blonde and waifish, took the stage. When she had walked to the front, a magical pine cone of amplification floated down from the ceiling. The lass smiled broadly, brought her face close to the cone, and began to speak. Ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between, the Gilded Dragon Inn is proud to present Diggers with Attitudes.
Hot shit. Hot shit.
The crowd roared, and the elf lass poofed out of existence. It was a lesser cantrip, but impressive nonetheless. Still, no one paid much attention, for that is when the building rumbled with the thumping bass of arcane dwarven instruments. The beat pulsated rhythmically. Flames burst from the stage, and the pyrotechnics dazzled the eyes of those assembled. When at last the stage curtain began to rise, the crowd could barely contain their excitement. As the curtain had reached the apex of its ascent, the smoke cleared, and out stepped a small but muscled dwarf. He was clad only in tight-fitting chainmail briefs and broadly shouldered. He was known as Nakzug, aka Little Toad. The hair on his head was braided and spiked, that on his face luxurious. The crowd held him in high esteem, well aware that the flow of his beard would only be matched by the flow of his rhymes. The dwarf took the cone and started to chant to the thud of the beat, his voice rough and nasally. Oh my god, I forgot I gotta do all this shit. I said, what's up to all the fans? I'm Little Toad. The only thing I brought is your mother's load. Every day I'm chanting, I'm sounding so fresh. Don't wear a shirt 'cause all I need is my chain mesh. Fucking nailed it. With that, the dwarf grabbed his codpiece and began to dance. The beat changed, punctuated by the intermittent sound of wyvern's claws scratching on mithril. The women gasped, the men burned red, but their attention quickly focused on the next dwarf to arrive on the stage. It was Grimfang, recognized as the most dangerous of the lot. The spot candles arrayed across the ceiling of the inn radiated off his assorted furs, and his thin pair of platinum chains glinted. The chains were an engineering marvel and heavily enchanted. A lifetime of knowledge had gone into their creation, all to support the massive 80-pound diamond that dangled from them. As the spot candles glistened off his polished rock, Grimfang stepped to the front of the stage. He took the cone of amplification from his compatriot, and as he squatted, his supple furs swept the mahogany. When the beat came around, he growled out his verse. All I want to do is drink all the beer. Though I fucked a lot of dudes, still not a queer. Nope. I did a dime in Blackrock, as you all know, where I traded booty hole so my pile would grow. Hit me. Then the beat dropped and in stomped the female digger. Her name was Skeeve, and thanks to her platform work boots, she towered over the rest. Her studded leather armor +3 left nothing to the imagination. It was tight and revealed more than it should have. Even in the smoke of the inn, it spoke a clear message of female dwarven empowerment. With nothing to lose and less to hide, Skeeve strutted to the front of the stage, kicked one leg over her head, and jumped in. I don't want a little old elven dick. I think I see another one, I'm gonna get sick. They see a little facial hair, they act real weird, but the only beard I have is right under here. What?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
The crowd roared with approval, especially the elves. Though they'd appropriated much of the look and the lifestyle, none of those assembled would ever get close to a dwarf on the street. Dwarves were viewed to be dangerous and dirty. On top of that, the dwarves' rendition of the common tongue, dwarf bonics, sounded crude to refined and pointed ears. Even the humans avoided them, and that said something. Still, all eyes were glued to the stage as the last of the diggers appeared. It was Ballin, who was widely regarded as the most lyrically talented of the group. So my name is Ballin, I use a battle axe. Don't use it on no orcs, I use it on them chant hacks. Every now and then, I like to drop my money, and when the wench bends over, I pinch her on her bummy. Word up.
Word up!
The dwarves continued their performance, the stage a blur of twirling digger bodies and pumping digger fists. As the beat slowed, they slowed with it. After a short pause for applause, the beat returned, and the entire troupe joined together for the final chorus. The crowd, enraptured, pumped their fists. With no discernible social nervousness, they followed along. Oh, Jesus. Dig, dig, dig a what? Dig, dig, dig a what? Dig, dig. Probably a grave, dude. You're digging a fucking grave. Oh, shit. I think that'll do it.